Welcome back, AI Explorers, to another episode of MidJourney Monday. I'm here together with my brother Warren Tingen. We're going to look at some holiday and Christmas things, and then we will be back in the new year with our next episode after this one. Take a look. Warren, show us what you've got.
Okay, so when AI began, or the generative AI took the stage, my family and I, we were tinkering around with it in early December, late November of 2022. We were doing some humorous Santa Clauses in just seeing what the generative AI would do on MidJourney in version 4. And it did an okay job. Some of it was kind of wonky. Some of it was kind of scary. Fingers were difficult at the time. Like Santa Claus had like 200 fingers on one hand and 30 on another.
Right.
So they're mutant. But now I use those prompts as kind of a benchmark. Every year I look to see what MidJourney has accomplished through the duration. And this year, MidJourney only jumped up to version 6.1. I was hopeful that 7 would come out here in December, but it's announced for January. So we'll see what the new iteration of MidJourney is in the
MidJourney is not in your stocking. It's your New Year's gift. There you go.
Yep, exactly. And so I was really sad. But the benchmarking is I use the exact same prompt that we use to create our humorous Santas or just interesting Santas and see what it created now. And,
which is cool. I like this project that you do every year. It's kind of a nice, it's a growing Christmas tradition, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Your kids will be able to tell their kids, back when generative AI was new.
When new. But you could look at this Santa. This is the prompt again is very simple. Santa Claus, because we didn't understand what prompting meant or was initially, and so Santa Claus in a snowball fight with children, and it produces now a really good thing. Previously, it produced some really kind of sketch weirdness stuff,
like Santa Claus throwing children with snow, because that's what occurred to my mind with that prompt.
There were some of them that were like that and just really terrifying.
Right.
And then Santa Claus in an epic snowball fight against the reindeer. And this was a little more refined later on that we came to. But you can look at the fingers are much better, though he has a one more there in this one. But you can see, it's like this epic snowball fight that Santa Claus is in, kind of a la Violent Night.
It looks pretty good. Yeah. And that was an intense movie.
Yes, the new one, Red One, which I want to see, and later on we'll talk about that one with The Rock. And here's an anime style snowball fight, much pretty better, cool. More Studio Ghibli this year, or this one, which I thought was fantastic. It seems like the children are really getting the handle on Santa Claus, and he's losing his mind. But then the humorous ones kicked in, and we were like, "Oh, what does Popeye look like as Santa Claus?"
Popeye is ripped. Look at him.
Yeah, he's pretty ripped. And then we're nerds here, so anime, Dragon Ball Z kind of stuff. Goku, Super Saiyan Santa Claus.
Yeah. That is your best Super Saiyan of the ones that I've seen over the years.
Oh, I love this one. And then I like some of these. This is Sumo Santa.
Yeah, you need to clarify that that's not like drunk beer belly Santa. That's Sumo Santa.
No, Sumo Santa. I mean, this is, and again, these were really simple prompts. The first year when my wife did Fireman Calendar Santa, it actually did, a fireman calendar kind of thing. Santa Claus with his shirt off, with abs, and
and suspenders and everything. Yeah,
yeah, and now it's doing the more safe for work kind of version.
It's probably been trained for that. That's probably
we can see the biases and the training that's been involved to mitigate some of the concerns. This one, my Santa Claus on the cover of Time magazine. I love this. You can see the fonts are more defined this year than they previously were.
Every year the lettering gets better.
Yeah, and then I love the angle at which this is shot of Santa Claus from the ground up, looking at him, and that smile where he's looking across at whatever audience
Whoever he's smiling at. Yeah.
Right. Now, it differs from my favorite version. Honestly, the first version that it created was my favorite, which is a black gentleman on the face of Time magazine dressed as Santa Claus, and it's fantastic.
It's such a good picture. Yeah, we should post that one.
Yeah. And then Walmart Santa Claus, it's much better than the first one, but it still has that same, people in Walmart kind of thing. Mr. Clean, I really liked this version this year. It turned out pretty
too.
good.
I like the beard with the bald head. It's nice.
Yeah.
He looks like Santa.
Yeah. Old Spice Santa, which I thought was fantastic.
That is fantastic.
My Harlequin romance novel cover Santa, I think this is hilarious.
Yeah, there he is, saving the day, or whatever he does.
The most interesting man in the world, of course, Dos Equis.
Yeah, Dos Equis Santa.
Taking a little break from the trip there. And then we got into the Marvel and DC universes with
Batman.
Look at this Batman. It's fantastic.
I actually really like that Batman. Yeah. I just noticed that he's got like red shorts on. I hadn't noticed that before.
Yeah.
What? All right. Thor, Iron Man.
Iron Man's pretty dope.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm seeing.
Bob Ross, famous painter.
Bob Ross is Santa. And I love how it looks like a painting, like the brush strokes and the happy little brush strokes.
Right. It really keyed in on this.
It evoked his style.
On that.
Yeah. That's pretty
with
cool.
With a happy little Santa Claus there. And then we get to Red One, which Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stars as Santa Claus's bodyguard in this year's iteration of
He's not like head elf, he's the bodyguard.
He's the bodyguard. I guess head elf. I don't know. I haven't yet seen it. I should go watch it. But we can see, it's much better this year. More refined.
Oh, yeah.
Got that smolder from, Jumanji.
The smolder. Right.
The smolder. Yeah, it's one of his superpowers or one of his skills.
Yeah, that's right.
And to be totally honest, I see a future for Chris Hemsworth as a action adventure Santa Claus later on.
Similar to the Violent Night thing. Yeah, he could do it. Absolutely.
Well, not the Violent Night, but yeah, it's definitely something in that genre, perhaps. And then some of our random. I really liked this steampunk robot Santa Claus this year. It was kind of neat.
I like that. Don't know what use for a beard he has.
Chris Pratt is a little on the different side this year, though
it doesn't quite get him.
No, it didn't quite get him this year. Last year it looked really good. But this year, it seems like there's a lot of prosthetics on him or something to make him more Parks and Rec Chris Pratt, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then Santa swimming in hot cocoa. I think that's pretty good.
Looks fun.
Better than others.
You could just drink it if you're Santa. I think you'd be fine.
And here, I love this Warhammer 40K
Warhammer
Santa
40K. That is a brilliant Santa Claus. It's really great. I'm a fan.
I love the skull on his pauldron.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Caster. And then, of course,
he's a mean one.
Yeah, he's a mean one. And over the last 2 years, it's really keyed in on the animated versions of the Grinch, not the old Dr. Seuss Grinch, which it kind of didn't really have an idea. But they've done some more training, and so it's fascinating what they've accomplished with it. And so that's the Santas for this year. We'll be sure to throw maybe a couple of the earlier versions into the mix to show you what that's going to look like in comparison.
Thanks, Warren. Thank you for sharing your new Christmas tradition, Santa Claus with artificial intelligence. Thank you also for watching our channel here at Tingenuity AI. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, Happy New Year. We will see you next year with more content. If you liked what you saw, like, subscribe, follow us, and we will be back in the new year. Thank you very much.